Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Spring 2026 Graduate Commencement Ceremony at Southeastern Oklahoma State University. Tonight's graduates have pursued advanced scholarship and research across all disciplines. Leading this evening's processional is our mace bearer, Dr. Sandra Petty, Assistant Professor of Political Science and Chair of the Faculty Senate. The mace symbolizes the independence and authority of the institution, as well as the role of the president in protecting educational values. Following are members of the administration and platform guests, led by the 22nd president of Southeastern Oklahoma State University, Dr. David Whitlock. He's followed by Regent Amy Ford of the Regional University System of Oklahoma, Dr. Teresa Golden, Vice President of Academic Affairs, Mr. Mark Bisson, Vice President of Business Affairs, Dr. Susan Ronenberg, Assistant Vice President for Academic Affairs, Undergraduate Studies, Dr. Mark Shields, Assistant Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Rhonda Richards, Dean of the John Massey School of Business, Dr. Jeremy Blackwood, Dean of the School of Graduate Studies, Chief Gary Batten, the 47th Chief of the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma and distinguished alumnus of Southeastern Oklahoma State University, Governor Bill Anatubby of the Chickasaw Nation of Oklahoma, Patty Pyle, wife of the late Gregory E. Pyle, 46th Chief of the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma and distinguished alumnus and benefactor of Southeastern Oklahoma State University, Mrs. Lori Lewis, President of the Southeastern Alumni Association, and tonight's invocator, Father Carl Kirkemeyer, representing the Catholic Student Association. Now entering the arena are graduates from the John Massey School of Business, prepared to lead and innovate in a global economy in business, aviation, occupational safety and health, and computer sciences. Graduates from the School of Education and Behavioral Sciences, dedicated to shaping future generations through teaching and counseling. And graduates from the School of Arts and Sciences, representing the breadth of knowledge in the humanities, sciences, social sciences, and healthcare and wellness. Now introducing the faculty from the John Massey School of Business, including Accounting and Finance Interim Department Chair, Dr. Eric Kennedy. Aerospace Aviation Management Department Chair, Ms. Geneva Maxon. Aerospace Professional Pilot Department Chair, Mr. Michael Amison. Director of the Aerospace Sciences Institute, Mr. Michael Gaffney. Management, Marketing, Information Systems, and Computer Science Chair, Dr. Eric Kennedy. Occupational Safety and Health Chair, Dr. Hal Poovey. And endowed professors, including John Massey Endowed Chair in Finance, Dr. Ying-Chu Lin. John Massey Endowed Chair in Accounting, Dr. Rhonda Richards. John Massey Endowed Chair in Business Administration, Dr. Robert Stevens. John Massey Endowed Chair in Marketing, Dr. Lawrence Silver. John Massey Endowed Chair in Entrepreneurship, Dr. David Whitlock. Chickasaw Nation Endowed Professorship in Business Management, Dr. Courtney Kernick. And the Pam Ferendorf Endowed Professor in Computer Science and Technology, Dr. Ming Shan Su. Introducing the faculty from the School of Educational and Behavioral Sciences. Behavioral Sciences Department Chair, Dr. Jennifer Hicks. Counseling and Early Intervention Department Chair, Dr. Ashley Embody. Education, Instruction, and Leadership Department Chair, Dr. Stuart Mayers. And Kinesiology Department Chair, Dr. Kay Daigle. And faculty from the School of Arts and Sciences, including Biological Sciences Department Chair, Dr. Jake Pruitt. Chemistry and Physical Sciences Department Chair, Dr. Tim Smith. English, Humanities, and Languages Department Chair, Dr. Rolando Diaz. Mathematics Department Chair, Dr. Charles Matthews. Nursing and Allied Health Department Chair, Dr. Amanda St. John. Performing Arts Department Chair, Ms. Riley Coker. Visual Art, Communication, Social Science, and Native American Leadership Department Chair, Dr. Shannon McCraw. Medical Center Endowed Professor in Biomedical Sciences, Dr. Nancy Paiva. And Pam Ferendorf Endowed Professor in Mathematics, Dr. Charles Matthews. We now ask that you please remain standing as you're able. Gentlemen, remove your caps for this performance of the national anthem by the Southeastern Chorale, followed by tonight's invocation and a musical performance from the Southeastern Chorale.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
invite you to bow your head and close your eyes in prayer. Heavenly God, source of all human wisdom and knowledge, on this occasion of Southeastern University graduations in Durant, Oklahoma, we are grateful for the gifts of wisdom and understanding your Spirit has imparted during years of information, formation, and transformation via this institution of higher education in our community. Appreciative of the gentleness, patience, and concern administrators, professors, teachers, mentors, coaches, and staff have shared day by day exploration of the things of the world, the mysteries of the universe, revealed your divine wisdom. This university has built upon the foundation of faith and love, imparted by a student's first teachers, that is, one's parents, who undertake great sacrifices for their children to develop and pursue excellence. Parents entrust their children to this university to foster growth in mind, body, and soul. With 45 plus degree plans and options offered here, may each soul involved have grown in the universal divine call to holiness, independent of the field of study. May there be significant growth in the supernatural virtues of faith, hope, and charity, and the cardinal moral virtues from Aristotle's ethics of prudence, justice, fortitude, and temperance. With a wide array of unique programs from aviation to business to music education to occupational safety, may the mission which this institution serves be fulfilled with graduates equipped to lead in the world as God's servants in a myriad of ways, contributing to the expansion of the kingdom of God here on earth in anticipation of the heavenly kingdom. God bless these graduates this weekend and throughout the remainder of their lives of new discoveries. May they persevere in your service, setting the world on fire with your love. Amen. Please be seated.
All the pride and prejudice shall cease. instruments of peace.
Welcome. Welcome to Southeastern Oklahoma State University and our 2026 Spring Commencement exercises. As we begin, let me recognize and thank Southeastern Symphonic Winds under the direction of Dr. Michael Sherman and the Southeastern Chorale under the direction of Dr. Abby Musgrove for performing the national anthem. And we recognize Father Carl Kirkemeyer of the Catholic Student Association for offering tonight's invocation. Thank you. During the processional, our administration, our academic chairs, as well as our endowed chairs and professors were all introduced, but please also recognize other members of the Southeastern University administration listed in your program, including Keith Baxter, our Director of Athletics, Durward Cook, Chief of Campus Police, Dr. Mike Davis, Assistant Professor and Special Assistant to the President for Compliance, Mrs. Stephanie Davison, Director of Alumni Relations and Career Services, Mrs. April Learling, Interim Vice President for Student Affairs, Mr. Josh Mank, Executive Director of Communication, and Mr. Chad Harp, Executive Director for Tribal Relations and Special Assistant to the President for Projects and Planning. Thank each of you for all that you do. Also want to recognize one retiring faculty member, a good friend, and thank you for a job well done. We recognize Mike Gaffney, Director of Aerospace Sciences Institute. And then finally, I want to thank our newly elected student body president, Dylan Clausen, who will assist during the awarding of degrees tonight. Thank you, Dylan. Right back here. The Southeastern community is one team with one mission, from the physical plant and custodial staff to secretaries, librarians, and bookkeepers. Our university community has worked together, often behind the scenes, to ensure your opportunity to learn, to grow, and to prepare to fulfill your life of purpose. Many of our employees are working throughout the building and campus this evening, and their work is critical to your success. There is a particular set of employees, however, who are central, most directly engaged with the mission of Southeastern. Those are our faculty. And it's appropriate that we recognize them today. These individuals engage with our students every day as classroom teachers, as advisors, and mentors. Students Southeastern has literally gathered a faculty from all over the world who are dedicated to the mission of preparing you for your careers and for your life. And so it's appropriate that we recognize them on this occasion. Would our faculty please stand and be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. As we celebrate tonight's graduates, we also want to acknowledge those who are active military or military veterans. Designated graduates, you will notice, are wearing and identified with a special red, white, and blue honor cord. Graduates, faculty, and even guests who are active military or military veterans, would you please stand that we may show you our appreciation? From the bottom of my heart and the father of two vets, thank you. We appreciate your service. Commencement is one of life's most significant moments, and we're proud of each graduate we celebrate today. Tonight's class is the largest graduating class in the history of Southeastern. Between tonight's ceremony and tomorrow's ceremony, we will confer just under 900 degrees. This evening, 507 graduate degrees and certificates will be awarded. This weekend also marks the graduation of many alumni and legacy students. 15% of our overall student body and 12% of this graduating class are legacy students, defined as a child or grandchild of a Southeastern alum. If you're a Southeastern alum, or if you're graduating today as the child or grandchild of a Southeastern alum, would you stand? Thank you. Many members of this graduating class represent the first person in their family to earn a college degree, and in many cases, an advanced degree. Nearly 35% of this graduating class are first-generation college students. I want to offer you my congratulations on this extraordinary achievement because you're changing the trajectory of your life, the trajectory of your family, and even your community by achieving this milestone. Well done. The state of Oklahoma has designated certain career paths and certain programs, academic programs, as critical occupational areas. And I'm pleased to announce, and it's definitely worth noting, that every single graduate in tonight's class has completed a degree in a field that Oklahoma has designated as a critical occupation. 100% of these graduates. So you might compare that to the other schools, yeah. We have as a special guest that was introduced earlier, one of our regents, and just reminded her to tell the other presidents that news, yeah. Southeastern prepares workforce-ready graduates, but we go further. We prepare you not only for a career, but for a life of purpose. We don't prepare you just to make a living, but to make a life. Our spring graduating class represents 43 states, U.S. territories, 7 nations, and 15 sovereign tribal nations. Is that incredible? I've been blessed to get to travel throughout the United States and around the world, and that's one of my favorite hobbies. And I am continually amazed at how often I encounter Southeastern alumni in places remote and distant. Our legacy is represented by these students I meet all over the world, literally, representing us wherever they are, making true the maxim, the sun never sets on Southeastern alumni. While we're designated as a regional university, our reach and our impact is truly global. Graduates, you've arrived at this moment through your hard work, your determination, and countless hours of dedicated study. But you didn't do it alone. Exhibit A. Your success is also the result of the encouragement, the support, and the sacrifice of family and friends. Now is your time to find them in the crowd and to give them an ovation. Now, welcome to the podium our Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Teresa Golden.
Thank you, President Whitlock. Tonight, I would first like to recognize the students and alumni who are serving as marshals for this commencement exercise. The marshals are members of either Blue Key, a National Leadership Fraternity, or Cardinal Key, a National Leadership Sorority, who provide outstanding service at commencement and many other campus functions. In addition, I would like to recognize the members of the Gold Program, the Guard Officer Leadership Development Program, for their contribution in various capacities during today's ceremony. Members of Blue Key, Cardinal Key, Gold Program participants, please stand as we express our appreciation. You may be seated. We are gathered here tonight to commence, to begin. That may seem strange since you have finished your coursework, but here we are at commencement. We are here to celebrate the beginning of your academic achievements. For some of you, that level of achievement is recognized with a type of honors designation. Southeastern Oklahoma State University joins over 750 organized chapters of the National Society for Leadership and Success for graduate students. This honor society provides a leadership program to help students achieve personal growth, career success, and empowerment to have positive impacts in their community. If you are a member of this National Honor Society, please stand. You are commended for your hard work and your dedication. You may be seated. Additionally, and I'll add personally, very impressively, some of you have fulfilled your rigorous course of study with a grade point average of 4.0, qualifying you to graduate with honors. Those of you who are graduating with honors, please stand and be recognized. Congratulations on your hard work. You may be seated. In just a few moments, you will continue in an age-old tradition where an academic hood will be bestowed upon you, symbolizing the conferral of your scholarly achievement. The color on the outer edge of your academic hood signifies your academic discipline, and the interior colors represent Southeastern. We are honored and fortunate to share in your celebration as you achieve this milestone this evening. You should all be commended for your hard work and your dedication to your university, your family, and most importantly, your future. Let's commence and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Golden. As Southeastern has grown in stature to become a doctoral granting university, we're proud to honor leaders from outside our university and system who have been crucial in helping Southeastern become the rising star in higher education in our state and region. It's worth noting that Southeastern now awards more graduate degrees than any other university in the state of Oklahoma beside the one in Norman. For those of you who are from Stillwater, yes, more than that one. Tonight we confer honorary doctorate of business administration degrees on 3 individuals who have advanced the mission of Southeastern and ensured greater educational opportunities for all of our students as well as their own citizens. Chief Gary Batten of the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma, Governor Bill Anatubby of the Chickasaw Nation, and the late Chief Gregory Pyle of the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma. These honorees represent 3 of the most consequential leaders in the history of Southeastern Oklahoma and indeed the state. Each has demonstrated business leadership of the highest order. Each has invested in the higher education of their citizens, and each has maintained a meaningful and generous relationship with our university. Together, they embody the partnership between sovereign tribal nations and public regional universities that make Oklahoma stronger and more prosperous. Our first honoree this evening is Chief Gregory Pyle, represented by his wife, Patty. If you'll stand here. Go ahead there. A graduate of Southeastern, where he was a Tau Kappa Epsilon, Chief Gregory Pyle devoted his adult life to the service of the Choctaw people. His passing was mourned across Oklahoma and the nation, with Congressman Tom Cole describing him as one of the most consequential Native American leaders of his generation. Chief Pyle began his service to the Choctaw Nation in 1975. He was elected Assistant Chief in 1984 and served in that capacity for 13 years before being elected Principal Chief in 1997. He was re-elected multiple times by decisive margins and served as Chief until his retirement in 2014, a combined tenure in tribal leadership of nearly 40 years. His relationship with our university was enduring and personal. He was named a distinguished alumnus and benefactor of Southeastern, honors that reflect both his pride in this institution and his tangible contributions to it. During his tenure, the Choctaw Nation received formal recognition from the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education for its business partnership with Southeastern. To confer an honorary doctor of business administration upon Chief Pyle posthumously is to recognize a builder, a man who took a sovereign nation with $4 million in assets and transformed it into a billion-dollar enterprise while never losing sight of the human dimensions of leadership: education, health, culture, and family. His story is the living curriculum of the John Massey School of Business. At this time, I invite Chief Pyle's wife, Patty, to receive on his behalf the honorary doctorate. Consistent with the rules and regulations of the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education and the Regional University System of Oklahoma Board of Regents, and by the authority vested in me by the Regents and on the authority of the faculty of the John Massey School of Business, it's my pleasure to confer upon Chief Gregory Pyle our highest award, the honorary degree of Doctor of Business Administration. Our second honoree is Governor Bill Anatubby. Governor Anatubby was born and raised in Tishomingo, the historic heart of the Chickasaw Nation. He is a man who understands both the value and the difficulty of obtaining a higher education. As a young man, he was denied a Bureau of Indian Affairs scholarship and chose instead to enlist in the Army National Guard, sending a portion of his military pay home so that his mother could save toward his tuition. He eventually earned an Associate of Science in Business from Murray State College in 1970 and a bachelor's degree in accounting from East Central College in 1972. He also completed additional studies in business and finance at Southeastern Oklahoma State University, and tonight we make him an official alumnus of Southeastern. First elected governor of the Chickasaw Nation in 1987, Governor Anatubby is now serving an unprecedented 10th consecutive term, having been returned to the governorship repeatedly by wide margins and on 5 occasions without opposition. Under nearly 4 decades of leadership, the Chickasaw Nation has undergone a transformation of historic proportions. When he took office, the nation had approximately 250 employees and $11 million in annual outlays, and depended upon the federal government for approximately 99% of its funding. Today, under his leadership, the Chickasaw Nation employs more than 13,500 people, operates more than 100 diversified tribal businesses, administers more than 280 programs and services, and has tribal assets exceeding $7.5 billion with a B. The Chickasaw Nation was one of the first Native American governments in the United States to earn an A102 designation for superior management and fiscal controls, a testament to the rigorous accounting and financial discipline that Governor Anatubby has instilled across the nation's operations. Perhaps no area of his leadership is more germane to the mission of Southeastern than his commitment to education. When Governor Anatubby first took office, the Chickasaw Nation's higher education funding stood at approximately $200,000 and supported 157 students. Today, the nation awards approximately $31 million annually in scholarships and educational support to more than 5,000 Chickasaw students. The Chickasaw Nation operates a recruitment and retention program with on-campus resources on our very campus, providing Chickasaw students with academic support, cultural community, and connection for career opportunities. Governor Anatubby has made unmistakably clear that education is the cornerstone of Chickasaw sovereignty and self-determination. As a co-sponsor with the Choctaw Nation of the Two Brothers sculpture on the Southeastern campus, and through the Chickasaw Nation's sustained campus presence and scholarship investment at the university, Governor Anatubby has demonstrated a partnership with our university that is both principled and practical. Consistent, therefore, with the rules and regulations of the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education and the Regional University System of the Board of Regents, and by the authority vested in me by the Regents and on the authority of the faculty of the John Massey School of Business, it is my pleasure to confer upon Governor Bill Anatubby our highest award, the honorary degree of Doctor of Business Administration. Our third and final honoree tonight is Chief Gary Batten. Gary Batten was born and grew up in Southeastern Oklahoma, and he is a direct product of Southeastern Oklahoma State University in the fullest sense. In fact, he's one of my favorite former students, enduring my business and marketing courses in the 1980s. He began working for the Choctaw Nation in 1987 while still a student here, and upon earning his bachelor's degree in business management from Southeastern in 1989, he committed his entire professional life to serving the Choctaw people. His trajectory from purchasing clerk to 47th chief of the Choctaw Nation stands as one of the most compelling stories of applied business leadership this region has ever produced. Serving as chief since 2014, having been elected with 86.5% of the vote in 2015, and subsequently returned to office unchallenged in 2019 and 2023, Chief Batten has presided over a period of extraordinary growth. Under his stewardship, the Choctaw Nation has grown to employ more than 11,000 people and generates an annual economic impact exceeding $3.2 billion in Oklahoma. His tenure has included the opening of the nation's new headquarters campus in Durant, the construction of the first tribally funded healthcare facility in the United States, and the negotiation of historic water rights and timber settlement agreements with the federal government. These are feats of governance, strategic planning, and financial management that are remarkable in any sector. Chief Batten has received numerous honors reflecting his stature as a business and civic leader. He's been named one of Oklahoma's most admired CEOs by the Journal Record, recognized as an Oklahoma Creativity Ambassador, and inducted into the Oklahoma Hall of Fame in 2020. He serves on the boards of Children's Hospital Foundation, First United Bank, the State Chamber of Commerce, and the Imagine Durant Initiative, among others. His support for Southeastern has been personal, ongoing, and institutional. He serves on the Southeastern Oklahoma State University Foundation Board. He has spoken publicly and warmly of Southeastern's formative role in his development as a leader, stating that Southeastern and institutions like it will always be important to us because of the Choctaw tradition of building schoolhouses alongside churches. The Choctaw Nation has been recognized by the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education for its partnership with Southeastern in small business development. Therefore, consistent with the rules and regulations of the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education and the Regional University System of Oklahoma Board of Regents, and by the authority vested in me by the Regents and on the authority of the faculty of the John Massey School of Business, it is my pleasure to confer upon my former student, Chief Gary Batten, our highest award, the honorary degree of Doctor of Business Administration. Congratulations to Chief Pyle and his wife Patty, another one of my favorite former students, to Governor Anatubby and Chief Batten and their families, and thank you once again for the many contributions you've made to Southeastern and to our students. And now, for those of you in the chairs wearing caps and gowns, it's your turn to receive the recognition you deserve for the outstanding achievement of earning an advanced degree. You did it. You made it. And now we recognize you, Dean Richards.
Candidates for master's degrees and certificates in the John Massey School of Business, please stand as you are able. President Whitlock, the faculty recommends these students on the completion of all their requirements for the granting of their respective degrees or certificates recognized by the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education as listed in the program.
Consistent with the statutes of the state of Oklahoma, the rules and regulations of the Higher Learning Commission, the rules and regulations of the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education, and the Regional University System of Oklahoma Board of Regents, and by the authority vested in me by the Regents, it's my pleasure to recognize certificate completions and to confer on each of you, master's candidates, the degrees as printed in the program, with all the rights, ranks, privileges, and responsibilities such a degree carries among scholars. In testimony thereof, you may now come forward and receive your recognition or degree in academic hooding.
A reading of the names of the candidates for graduate degrees at Southeastern Oklahoma State University for spring 2026. Laurie Elizabeth Abels. Dustin Allen with honors. Lori Janelle Allen. Todd G. Allerdings. Khadija Al-Shami with honors. Krista Lee Al-Shawish with honors. Leslie Annette Alvarez Correa. Jamie Lee Anderson. Muhammad Shaker Anwari. Daisy Cruz Arwin with honors. Edward R. Arwin with honors. Luis G. Astudillo with honors. Tom Atkinson. Alexis S. Atnip. Rebecca L. Autry. Frank Ayem. Whitney K. Bailey Stewart with honors. Ryan Thomas Baker. Rayed Hassan Bakri with honors. Madeline Elizabeth Ballard. Michael Banfield with honors. Laura Brooke Banks. Shaniqua Battle with honors. Brandon C. Beard with honors. Abigail Beck. Shannon Bell. Kaylee Marie Berryhill with honors. Elizabeth Bird. Timothy Clifford Blair. Kelly Blevins with honors. Amanda K. Blue. Sean Marshall Bloom. Bethany Bodine. Yaritza Borjan. Megan Danae Bowers. Sarah Ann Bowman. Heather St. Bradbury. Mateus Hubert Bridges with honors. Samari Benaib Bershears. Jennifer Brooklander. Brandon Michael Bridges. Jontel R. Broussard. Ricky N. Brown. Tyler David Brown. Aubrey Brunger with honors. Todd Bryant with honors. Rebecca Butchfink with honors. Shannon Buck. Kylie Renee Bunnell. Cassidy Blair Burton. Regina Elizabeth Burgess with honors. Heather Denise Burke with honors. Jalen Burke. Elizabeth Ann Burkham with honors. Erica Grace Bussey with honors. Christina Caesar. Stephanie Camilleri. Kim Hong Kao with honors. Clary James Carey with honors. Pamela Ann Carey with honors. Jason Carl Carson with honors. Susan Leanne Chalk. Jenna Hines Chambers. Hallie Kathleen Champion with honors. Alan Kuhnman Chan with honors. Heather A. M. Chandler with honors. Ethan Channel. Walker Russell Cheevers with honors. Brenton Craig Cherry with honors. Sarah Ann Childers. Martha Ann Chisholm. Olivia Christie. Tamana Suri Chu with honors. Lexi Clanton. Kimberly Clayton with honors. Andre Code. Brett Kaufman. Casey Ann Collins with honors. Tabitha S. Copeland. Carlos Coppage. Jamie Race Craig. Bailey Nicole Crenshaw. Melinda June Chrysler with honors. Jenna Mae Criswell with honors. Elizabeth L. Crittenden. Brett Patrick Kruger. Alahim Abdullah Krutison with honors. Ronald Kendrick Cunningham. Jennifer Lynn Curry with honors. Tia Daniel with honors. Trenton Thomas Daniel with honors. Bryce C. Daniels. Robert William Daniels. Kelly Darcy. Fiona Caitlin Day with honors. Craig Delamemore with honors. Shelby Nicole Demari with honors. Caitlin Arlene DeNicola. Natalie Van Deventer. Timmy Dial. Richard Brandon Dickerson. Leslie Sexton Dicketts. Ramey Marie Dickinson. Peter Thomas Dion with honors. Todd Dennis Dixon with honors. Rochelle Dodu Taylor. Cade Calvin Doggett. Colt Ryan Donaldson. Riley R. Duck. Shania Duckett. Melissa Dewick with honors. Jodeci A. Eves. Austin Elliott with honors. Kyle Allen Elliott. Alyssa Bryan Emanuel with honors. Ashley N. English Hilburn. Jessica Brene Faddis. Aaron James Fairchild. Elizabeth Farmer. Ethan D. Farmer. Carly Gordon Farmer with honors. Selena Sue Farris with honors. Keely Fall with honors. Macy Ann Featherston. Marissa Nicole Fenwick with honors. Samantha Casoon Fernando with honors. Jana Fiddler with honors. Savannah Hope Fields with honors. Jorge H. Figueroa Franco. Nicole Elizabeth Florchinger with honors. Carrie Lynn Forgax. Anne Catherine Forster. Angel Foster. Brittany Foster. Jared C. Foster. Remington Foster with honors. Kelly Fox. Robert L. Frederick. Aphrodite Freshour with honors. Keisha Frost with honors. Jennifer Gaddis with honors. Megan Nicole Gallagher. Sierra Gallagher. Shelby Ray Gandy. Christy Dion Garrett. Corey Jo Garrett Waite with honors. Carissa Marie Gasper with honors. Bobby Gentry, Piers Whitney Gillard, Amanda Gillum, Greg Gillum with honors, Tyler Githens with honors, Mark Patrick Glenn with honors, Desiree Annette Goheen, Kimberly V. Gonzalez with honors, Tabitha Joanne Green with honors, John Wilkins Greenwood with honors, Dennis Edward Griffith II with honors, Kendra Dawn Groves, Sharon Tacey Gulliford, Christy Hacker, Andrea Denise Hamilton, Lauren Lee Hamilton, Misty B. Hampton, Casey D. Harden with honors, Caitlin Alexis Blair Harris with honors, Kennedy Harrison with honors, Tianta Nicole Harrison, Jana Marie Odell Hart, Denise A. Hartman, Judith Hartzog, Adam J. Hass with honors, Kendall Hasty with honors, Alexis Shane Hatter, Megan Heaton with honors, Lindsay Heitman with honors, Chad Doyle Hendricks with honors, Matthew Lee Herman, David John Herrera with honors, Lynn Heron with honors, Veronica Hewitt, Charity Faith Hignite with honors, Ashley Hill, Haley M. Hilton, Stephanie Leanne Hines with honors, Heather Page Hoffman with honors, Marin Janice Honcharenko with honors, Rachel L. Hoover with honors, Raquel Hoover, Elizabeth Harley Horton, Monique Huddleston, Vera Shantae Hunter, Kelsey Nicole Hudson, Marla Leanne Eichord, Antoine Jackson II, Andrea D. Jacobson, Roderick Lyron James, J.C. Shai Johnson, Jennifer Johnson, Kimberly Diane Johnson, Nathan R. Johnston with honors, Jeremiah Thomas Jones, Nathaniel Jones Jones, Justin Joseph, Matthew Christopher Cahafer, Konstantina Kalogridis with honors, Mustafa Kanka with honors, Isabel Parker Carney with honors, Tareen Kelly with honors, David Michael Kennedy with honors, Tony Jean Kyle, Cammie King, Sierra Kissinger with honors, Amelia Hope Coring with honors, Gerald Andrew Coaster, Natalie Ann Kroon, Kayla Ann Kreitzek with honors, Rebecca Ann Kuntz with honors, Titus Peter Kutiza with honors, Paul Anthony Lambrose, Casey Christine Lawrence, Allison Marie Lawson, Megan F. Lee with honors, Shaina Kaya Lee, Stephanie M. Lee, Teresa Ann Lee with honors, Taylor D. Lentz with honors, Zandre Rakita Lewis, Mona Lisa Lilly with honors, Kate Monahan Lincoln with honors, Tiffany Lisolo with honors, Larry Leland Lockwood with honors, Ryan Lofton, Kristen Long, Ashlyn Rebecca Loper, Natasha Lopez Cunha with honors, Maggie Jo Lopez with honors, Madison Rose Lopresti, Camille Love, Colby Love, Brittany Celia Lovelace with honors, Macy Nicole Lowe with honors, Richard Ludlow with honors, Ashley Mann, Gregory Brian Manning with honors, Carlos Marin, Megan Nicole Marrow Chance with honors, Justin Allen Mart, Luke Axel Matson, Allison Faith Maurer, Lostara Angelina McBee with honors, Octavia Miracle McBee, Ashley Nicole McCain with honors, Michael Dwayne McClure, Elena Hackett McCoy with honors, Thalissa McDowell with honors, Paige McFarland, Danny Edgar McIntyre with honors, Austin Dakota McKee with honors, Lori Dawn McKinney with honors, Zachary McKnight with honors, Chad McPherson Rochelle with honors, Charlotte Medlin, Sarah Merabi, Christina M. Mendez, Dakota Joe Meyer, Emily J. Michaels with honors, McLean Dawn Miles, Brendan Miller, Christy Miller, London Miller, Timothy George Minig, Carly Minson with honors, Nicholas James Mizzle, Alyssa Monroe with honors, Devin S. Monroe, Jordan Elizabeth Moore with honors, Lindsay Gabrielle Moore, Bobby Yvonne Morin, Kimberly Lynn Morgan with honors, Cynthia Jean Morris, Angela K. Morrison, Kimberly Ann Murphy, Weston Gray Murphy, Bailey A. Murray, Connor Merle with honors, Rachel Bernice Musgrove with honors, Kelly Kirkland Mussett, Corey LaWayne Myers Jr., Abby Renee Neal Grimes, Kym Newborn, Jasmine Winsetta Newton, Antu Wen Dixon, Vong Nyang, Stephanie K. Nichols, Jacqueline Nickel, Donald Oates with honors, Derek O'Hara with honors, Jose Olivencia with honors, Samuel Olson, Kevin Michael Omelia, Caleb A. Orahud with honors, John Henry Joseph Osmar with honors, Kevin L. Ostaszewski with honors, Melinda Catherine Ostrander with honors, Donnie R. Ott with honors, Stephanie Owens Hamid, Fallon K. Parks, Megan K. Parsons with honors, Vandana Patel, Celeste Raquel Patterson, Elaine Pereira da Silva with honors, Alexis Marie Perez with honors, Michelle Antoinette Perez, Samantha L. Pierce, Mary Catherine Pylant with honors, Renee Michelle Pippin, Nathan Benjamin Ponder, Christopher B. Powers, Tyler Pownell, Shauna K. Proctor DeGier, Seneta Felicia Pucci, Ariana Felicia Raftelis, Benjamin Bracotodraniza, Carlos C. Ramos, Latoira Rena Randall, Monira Maj Ravambach with honors, Teresa Jo Rayburn, Savannah Reckenwald, Angela L. Reed, Preston Anthony Rice, Jennifer Richards with honors, Darren Alexander Rios with honors, Madison Parker Roberson, Angelica Robinson with honors, Dildrick Amar Robinson, Anthony Rodriguez Rodriguez with honors, Shelley M. Rogers with honors, Shannon Denise Rojas, Marshall Janae Roniette, Lolita Princess Rowe with honors, Tracy D. Rowe with honors, Grace Elaine Rudolph, Dustin Chad Russell with honors, Cambry Joe Rutherford with honors, Elia Chanel Rutherford with honors, Roger Damian Sáenz, San Juanita Rodriguez Sanchez with honors, Stephen Sanchez, Lindsay Ellen Sawyer, Howard Scarborough, Jr., Heather Frances Shemming with honors, Beverly Rayanne Schooling with honors, Ida F. Schurman with honors, Jared Schultes with honors, Malcolm Aaron Scott, Tiffany Irene Scroggins with honors, Melissa K. Sen, Travis Wayne Sharp with honors, Jennifer L. Sheldrake with honors, Talani Denise Shirley with honors, Caitlin Marie Shortnessy, Bethany Ella Schultz, Avery Marie Simpson with honors, Monica Joyce Slobak, Andrea Nicole Slauson with honors, Amanda Jean Small with honors, Maggie Dawn Smith. Shayla R. Smith. Elizabeth Multoni Sabota. Camille Marie Soria. Taylor Sparks. Damian Spivey with honors. Yuri Spivey. Dedrick Shannon Sr. Catherine Jeanette Stallings with honors. Amy J. Stearns with honors. Sam Lane Stevens with honors. Ashley Stewart. Jonathan Austin Stewart with honors. Kaylee Faith Ashton Stewart. Anna Mae Stewart Gurna with honors. Emily Michelle Stinson with honors. Macy Alyssa Stout. Kimberly G. Strange. Jacinda Marine Stripling. Erin Grace Stutzman with honors. Amber M. Sultan with honors. Edward Swan. Terry Don Swopes. Gretchen Marie Taylor with honors. Jamie Taylor with honors. Jacob Taylor. Jennifer Marie Taylor. Nehemiah I. Taylor. Nicole Latrice Taylor with honors. Jack Edwin Thomas Jr. with honors. Melissa Thompson. Karina Wedge Tyson with honors. Kaylee Madison Tollett with honors. Brianna Lynn Toms with honors. Jennifer Toney. Jessica Marie Travis. Evangeline Trice. Brianna Brittany Triggs. Tammy Ray Truelove Bowles with honors. Monica Roxana Tubising. Kevin Tucker. Allie Nicole Turner with honors. Hashan S. Tyson. Megan Marie Vandekar. Julie Ray Vandehe with honors. Courtney Page Vargas. Todd Vargas with honors. Mary Jane Varner. Bryn Marie Vaughn with honors. Rebecca Ann Vaughn. Angel Vega Gomez with honors. Camille Weiss with honors.
At this time, would you please welcome to the podium Mrs. Lori Lewis, the President of the Southeastern Alumni Association.
Thank you. Congratulations, graduates. Tonight, you're getting ready to step forth into your new life, your new journey. Many are wondering, what will that look like? Well, I can't tell you what yours will look like, but here's what I can tell you a Southeastern graduate always has. They always have a home here at Southeastern Oklahoma State University. As the president of the Alumni Association, I encourage you to go out into the world, share the knowledge you have learned, but also keep making those connections and never forget, ever forget you have a home here at Southeastern. I'd also be remiss if I didn't say thank you to the alumni that are here tonight. You each already have met an alum. They are here pinning you this evening, and we are so grateful that they are here. On the count of three, we are going to say, go Southeastern, and I want to blow the roof off this place. So 1, 2, 3, go Southeastern!
We just paid a bunch of money to put a new roof on this place, so you got me a little nervous. As we wrap up, let me make a few comments to the graduates. One of my personal heroes is Teddy Roosevelt. In a speech he delivered in Paris, France on April the 23rd, 1910, titled Citizenship in a Republic, he delivered these famous words. He said, "It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming. But who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best, in the end, knows the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who know neither victory nor defeat. Shame on the man," he said, "of cultivated taste, who permits refinement to develop into fastidiousness that unfits him for doing the rough work of a workaday world." End of quote. This evening, you've completed an important phase in your life, and you've achieved something that only a fraction of the percentage of the world's population ever achieves, much less has the opportunity to achieve. And as you commence and begin this new phase in your journey, I can't help but think back on those words of Roosevelt. During your academic journey with us, our university community has attempted to equip you for success in your field of study. We've sought to teach you to lead with vision and serve with compassion. We've attempted to give you the tools to think critically, but refrain from being critical in spirit. I believe Roosevelt was right when he said, "It's not the critic who counts." Instead, we sought to instill into your lives fortitude and the wisdom to become lifelong learners, servant leaders who are actively engaged. Here's what I hope for you, that you're men and women of the arena. My charge, my prayer even to you this evening as Southeastern graduates is this. I pray that as you go forward, that you strive valiantly. And when you err and when you come short, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, that you continue to pick yourself up, to lean in, to move forward and re-engage again and again. That you know in your life the great enthusiasms, the great devotions to greater causes, to your true purpose. I hope that you spend your lives in worthy causes and are people who know at the best and in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at your very worst, if you fail, at least you fail while daring something great, so that your place will never be with those cold and timid souls who know neither victory nor defeat. My prayer for you is that as graduates of Southeastern, that you become servant leaders in the arena. And wherever you are in the world, I hope you know this. Your Southeastern family is cheering you on. Thank you.
And now, to close our ceremony this evening, please join the Southeastern Chorale in the singing of the Alma Mater, the lyrics of which can be found in the commencement program and on the video board. Please return home safely following this evening's program.
Keep your band
opinions?